he, after a while of this in this room, he whisked me away to another place, transported me to a place where I've been many, 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 many times. And this place I call the field of children. So God started taking me to this place several years ago. And let me describe it to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. So it looks very much like this. And it is just as far as the eye can see. It is just fields and fields, rolling hills of lush green grasses blowing in the wind. There are wildflower fields. There are trees. There's one place down in the valley where there's a swimming hole. And the whole field, all of the fields are always filled with laughing, happy children. And so God has taught me over the years of going to this place what it is. So I believe this is a real place in heaven. And it is a place where people who had bad childhoods for one reason or another, like people who were abused when they were children, orphans, who, if they want to, or if they need to, when they get to heaven, to relive their childhood and to learn how to be able to experience childhood as it is supposed to be. Learn how to laugh, learn how to have other childhood friends. So a lot of these kids who grow up in abusive situations, they never have fun. They never play. And so for anyone who wants to or needs to, when they get to heaven, they can go and spend time in the field of children, and they can experience playing and having friends and laughing and all of the things that, good childhood things, the way it's supposed to be. So God started bringing me here. Oh, and remember, we're there for eternity. So we got plenty of time to experience all these different kinds of things. So God started bringing me here in my visions during a period about 3 years ago when I was really struggling with getting healing from my own, experience of, growing up in an abusive childhood home with an abusive mother. And so he started bringing me here in my visions so that I could start experiencing healing and working through forgiveness. And so anyway, when I first started coming here, I was a child, in the vision, and I would be able to experience laughing and playing with the other kids. I also would often see Mary here, Mary, the mother of Jesus. Okay, so got to say it again. This is a vision. I am not telling you that I have actually met Mary. I do not pray to Mary. I do not worship Mary. But Mary is the mother of Jesus, and Jesus loves his mother. So we should love his mother too, and we should honor her because of all the women in all the history of humankind. Only one, Mary, was chosen to be the mother of Jesus. So anyway, Mary would also often come to the field of children and visit. So she was a regular presence there, and all the children loved her. And every time she would show up, they would all crowd around her. And so God had taught me over the years of coming here that this was a place that was very special to Mary. That so because she's the mother of Jesus, she is also our mother. So for anyone who was an orphan or had an abusive childhood, an abusive parent, Mary is like their surrogate mother here in this place. And so when I was going through the hardest times of trying to deal with getting healed from the trauma of abuse, a lot of times I would in the visions, I would be a little girl sitting on Mary's lap. And she would be holding me, and she would be treating me and telling me all the things that I had wished that my real mother would have told me. Like she would be, stroking my hair and saying, "You're beautiful, and I love you, and I'm so proud of you." Things that my real mother never said, because my real mother never told me or my brother or my dad anything like that. It was a very cold, unloving upbringing. So anyway, but that was kind of the purpose that Mary would have there. And it was wonderful. And then, so I would go there and be a child, but then after time passed, God would take me in a vision to the field of children, and then I would be a young adult, and I would have a job there. So this might actually happen in heaven, I don't know. But my job was to welcome in the new children and to show them around and introduce them to people, take them to Mary, so that they would feel comfortable and know, just kind of, I was like the welcome committee. So I loved that. So as I grew and I got stronger and got healing, God changed my position there. So